Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Brock Jackson Field here on the campus of Lindsay High School, where it's fall ball season. Softball's here, man. It snuck up on us. Got here a little bit quicker than what everybody anticipated. Jake Rutledge alongside Chris Flood, and Chris, you actually got to see these girls play a handful of times already. So, just real quick, this little abbreviated pregame here. Talk about what to expect from these ladies here.
Well, for sure in Panama they showed excellent defense. The bats were hot. They were pushing the pitchers high into their counts, so teams were having to swap pitchers at the end of the innings. So everything that you want to see in a preseason,
right?
They're there.
So you mentioned the pitching. Talk about that. I mean, I feel like there's probably a handful of girls that can go. Obviously, you're going to have Reese out there. She'll be pitching. Added a freshman, Dodson. She's going to be available to pitch as well. Of course, then Jaden Webb, the senior, she'll be out there pitching, I expect, at some point. Maybe not today. Who knows when she's out there. But what I'm getting at, long story short, we probably got 5, maybe 6 girls that we could possibly throw. I understand, softball's a little bit different than baseball. If you got a good hot arm, more than likely you're going to ride her the entire ball game. But if there is a situation, we do have some other arms that could come in and relieve.
Yes, absolutely. Watching Addie Dotson, the freshman coming in, she has excellent spin, good control, good change-ups. With a combination of speed and spin,
right.
I mean, you can throw 2 girls in a game, and it's going to be hard to deal with for an opposing team.
And then as far as the bats go, I expect, kind of what we had last year with these girls. I mean, it seemed like last year, up and down the lineup, Coach Edwards did a good job of, it wasn't top heavy or, it wasn't necessarily bottom heavy. He kind of sprinkled it in, and there was potential for a big pop at any point during that lineup last year, and I expect that again this year.
Oh,
again,
yeah.
Add a freshman, Addie Dotson into that list and into that mix. That girl's had a big bat since she was in 4th grade,
Yeah.
So
yes, they had, watching this last weekend, we had girls that, you got the top of the lineup that had some speed, and then, I mean, as soon as you hit second hole with Lily, I mean, you've got power for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then here came some speed at the end of it. They got a pretty round up lineup.
Yep. Yeah, and what that boils down to, like you said, I mean, you put speed on the base paths, that makes it tough, and then if you're whoever's at bat, if they can continue, put the ball in play, scoring runs shouldn't be too difficult of a task here for the Leopardettes. So, as far as Ardmore goes, I don't know much about these girls. Just met them, I believe, just once last year. I got the roster somewhere here, Chris. I mean, I talked a little bit with the coach down there. She mentioned that they do have some pop in their lineup as well. So that's just going to be one of them deals. Once we get this game started, then we'll have an idea of what they kind of look like out there. But she said they're excited, they're ready to go. So looking forward to this one. We're still probably 10 minutes away from getting this first pitch underway here. But again, this will be it'll be a triple header. Leopardettes will take on the Ardmore. Golly, what are they? Ardmore. Are they the Lady Tigers? Yeah, Tigers. Thanks up there, that dude running the board. I appreciate that. I forgot they were the Tigers. I'm sorry. So yeah, they'll play this game, and then there'll be a game in between here that will feature Ardmore up against Dibble, and then Leopardettes will have the nightcap. They'll close things out here against Dibble. So Dibble's going to have to come in and play the back-to-back here tonight. That'll be interesting to see how they fare. I remember Dibble last year, they had a couple of decent arms out there early going, but eventually Lindsay got to them, just made it hard on them, and they went through arms like crazy to finish that one. I believe they actually run-ruled them in the nightcap that night. So, again, just about 10 minutes away. You see the Leopardettes out there. They're still getting loose, but we're going to have the call for you. Are we going to do the second game? Are we going to try to We're going to try to do that one? The game 2, not Lindsay's game 2.
Whatever maybe you guys want to do.
Yet to be determined. We'll discuss that at a little bit later time. But again, Jake Rutledge alongside Chris Flood here this afternoon. We're going to get this ball game underway here, 10, 15 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere. You got Leopardette softball coming up live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say go Leopards.
Hi, I'm Ben Long, an agent with Oklahoma Healthcare Exchange. During this year's annual enrollment, we wanted you to know that you have a local solution for all your Medicare and health insurance needs. Our agents live and work throughout the entire great state of Oklahoma. Whether you're in Lindsay, Ardmore, Lawton, McAllister, or any of the major metropolitan areas. Give us a call to learn more at 855-786-8343. Again, that phone number is 855-786-8343, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405.
Hey Leopard Nation, this is number 7, McLean Stennett. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to Lindsay's #1 source of Leopardette softball, the Leopardette Sport Network.
Hey, number 20, Kaylin Taylor here, and I wanted to take the time to thank you all for tuning in to Leopard Nation's #1 source for live streaming, the Leopard Sports Network.
This is number 19, Jaden Webb. I want to thank everybody out there in Leopard Nation for tuning in to the home Leopardette softball, the Leopardette Sports Network.
Here to Bronx Jackson Field here, located on the campus of Lindsay High School. And we're just about ready to get this one underway, Chris. Once again, Jake Rhodes alongside Chris Flood here. Game 1 of the regular season is just about to get underway here. Looks like we're going to have Jaden Webb in the circle starting this one off. So talk about her a little bit while we got a little bit of time here. Did you get to witness anything? Did she pitch last weekend?
Yeah, she did. I think she only allowed 1 run for the entire game and pitched it from start to end. So she had a pretty good weekend.
And yeah, she is one of the 3 seniors on this Leopardette squad here this year. So brings a ton of experience in. Obviously, she is one that plays travel ball. I believe she spent a little bit of time down in Florida this summer. So she's been, put it this way, she's been playing. It's not like she's just been laying around on the couch hanging out all summer. So looking forward to this one though, man. Get this fast pitch season underway, and hopefully at the end of the year, everything will culminate with a district championship, and then hopefully be playing up there at ASA Hall of Fame Stadium for possibly a state championship. But first things first.
Get the first one over with.
You gotta win the first one. You can't win them all if you don't win the first one. So
Looks like we got Lily at third,
yep,
Kaylin at short, Reese at second, McGowan at first, and Stennett behind the plate.
Yeah, in right field, I believe that will be that Cruz out in right field.
I think that's Leslie Wilmot.
Okay, so Wilmot will be in right. Center field looks to be Brecken Klein, and left field is going to be, I believe that's Addie Dotson.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
So that'll be your starting lineup here this afternoon for the Leopardettes. To lead things off here for Ardmore will be number 3. This is Bree Coronado. She'll dig in from the right side of the plate here. And we are underway. First pitch from Webb. Misses high. Makes the count 1-0. And like we talked about in that little bit of a pregame we had there, Chris, don't necessarily know a lot about this Ardmore squad, so it's just going to be once they come across and if they get on the base pass, everybody's going to get the same idea we do.
Yeah,
back home watching.
You can expect some of these girls probably play travel ball just like we do.
Sure, for sure. So the second pitch there from Webb misses outside. So 2-0 the count here to Coronado. As Webb will dig back in here. Down in the count, 2-0. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Good pitch there. That's where that experience comes into play here too. Also, you find yourself earlier in a 2-0 hole. Come back with that third pitch, throw a strike, make her chase something. That's exactly what Webb did there. That one, right down the chute. All of a sudden, it's 2-2.
So that was something the pitchers did good this weekend. If they got in a little bit of bind, you could see them lean on that defense, throw one in there, and let's see who can back me up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the defense is out there. So here comes the 2-2. She misses high. They'll bring it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. But yeah, this infield right here. You got Dotson at third, you got Taylor at short, you got Flood there at second, and you got McGowan there at first. Obviously, Stennett behind the plate. You got a solid defense with the infield. Not taking away anything from the outfield by no means, but
Yes.
that one swung on and missed. Ring her up, set her down. First strikeout of the afternoon for Jaden Webb. 1 out away here, top half of the first.
And I might say that 2-0 may have been just the jitters, you know.
Very possible.
First game home,
Yep.
senior year.
Yep. That'll bring up 2-hole hitter. This is number 10. This will be Presley Caldwell. She digs in from the right side of the plate as well. Webb with the pitch. Lays the bunt down, and that one will be back over the top of us, out of play. You've seen Dodson coming from third base. She's seen it literally right off the bat. She was coming up. She was charging. She was going to be ready to make a play there. So 0-1 the count here to Caldwell. Just underway here from Bronk Jackson Field. That pitch misses just outside. Make it 1-1. Caldwell digs back in. Here comes the 1-1 from Webb. That'll miss high and away from ball 2. And I don't know if you can pick it up there if you're watching at home, but the Ardmore girls, they're all wearing orange bow ties in their hair. So I wonder if that's just obviously they're not, they don't have any orange on them, as that one is partially swung on and missed there. Brings it to 2-2 the count.
We'll have to ask that question.
Yeah, if I was guessing, it's probably something, to do with, hey, we're coming to Lindsay. We'll, thanks for having us. We'll wear your color. I mean, it's not like this is a festival, but it is kind of unique. It's a 3-game format here to start things off. That one swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the evening here for Jaden Webb as she battles back there. So 2 outs away here, top half of the first. Still no score. That'll bring up 3-hole hitter number 24. This is Delilah Roberts. She'll dig in from the left side of the plate here. A little bit shorter down that first baseline, Chris, for a southpaw. Look for her maybe to lay down a bunt here. I shouldn't say that. Not with 2 outs. Really not an ideal place to bunt.
Yeah.
With 2 outs.
Well, I was curious if she was going to slap, but that front foot stayed
possible.
planted, so I think she's going to swing for it.
Yeah, Ardmore just wants to try to get somebody on the base pass. That one in off the hands, goes just foul.
Now, see, to me, that's a good pitch coming from Jaden right there. Choke her up in the hands,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll bring the count 1 ball, 1 strike here. Roberts will dig back in. 2 outs away here, top half of the first, still no score. The 1-1. That one misses well outside. You could see that one just got away from Webb there. Let's make the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Webb just reared back and let that one fly and said, hey, I dare you to try to catch up with this one.
Yeah.
Roberts unable to do so. Brings the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs away here, top half of the first. Let's see if Webb can set down the side. 1, 2, 3. Swung on and missed. She does just that. 3rd strikeout of the evening for Jaden Webb as she casually wipes the brow off of her sweat. Leopardettes are up next. Bottom half of the first coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopardette softball live on the Leopard Sports.
When the oilfield industry needs an honest, hard-working, and dependable electrical contractor, they signal for SOS. With a solid reputation for getting the job done, Michael Sherrock and his team are prepared to meet all of your industrial and commercial electrical needs. They're prepared to handle anything, from maintenance to automation and power line service. So remember to dial up SOS the next time you're in need of an industry-leading electrical contractor.
Looks like number 11 is going to be pitching in the circle for him.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. We thought we had another commercial running there. It's early in the season. We're still trying to work out everything here. Yeah, number 11 will be in the circle. That'll be Camille Garola in the circle here for the Lady Tigers. And I want to point out, Chris, your lovely wife picked it up. She caught it. I mentioned that Jaden Webb wiped the brow off of her sweat. I think everybody out there that's watching knew what I meant, but I was catching a little bit of flack up here during the commercial break. So
that's okay. It is a cooler night, though.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a good time. It's a perfect weather, actually. Get a little bit of a north wind, which is an outward wind here. If one of these girls could lift something, there's no telling how far that thing could fly. So.
And we've definitely got the power to do that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we talked about that in the pregame. Up and down this lineup, there's plenty of big bats in this Leopardette lineup. So it'll be interesting to see if we do get any out of here this afternoon. So to lead things off here, number 6, that'll be Reese Flood as she digs in. Garola, she's set to go, as is Flood. Here we go. Flood allows that one to go by. Misses high and away for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Flood. The 1-0. That one misses just high. Couldn't get Flood to chase there. Now, is that some discipline that your mom might have taught her, or is she just come by that naturally?
She's going to have to come by that naturally.
You'd have been up there hacking, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I had trouble looking for the fence.
Right, yep. And that one clips the outside corner there for the first strike, so it'll make it 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, we actually played the golf tournament together here in mid-June, benefit for these girls here, and yeah, just about every time you stepped up on the tee box, you was looking to drive the green. So I could see you coming out here, put a bat in your hand, and you're wanting to put something out there in the football field.
Yeah.
That pitch there from Garola missed as well. So Flood has worked it to a 3-1 count here, bottom half of the first. Here comes the 3-1 from Garola. Swung on, high fly ball out towards the left, and the left fielder will be able to settle into that one. I thought for just a minute, Chris, she got enough of it, but might have been just a little in off the hands there.
Yeah. You know, that's something we noticed this weekend. The girls, they're taking the counts to full.
Yeah.
And
being patient, man. And that says a lot. You know, if you can stand up there and be patient, as McLean Stennett, 2-hole hitter, digs in here for the Leopardettes. If you can stand up there and be patient and run that opposing pitcher's pitch count up, as Stennett fouls that one off down the left side out of play. If you can run that opposing pitcher's pitch count up, eventually she's going to wear out. She might hang something out over the plate, something the girls can tee off on, or even better, you know, you can run her out of the circle and they got to put somebody else out there. So,
yeah,
and that says a lot about these girls and how Coach Edwards and Coach Lowry coach them up too. They teach them, hey, go up there, be patient. Don't just go up there and go to hacking. So 0-1 the count here to Stennett. That one swung on, high fly ball out towards center field. She's tracking, unable to get to it. That'll get down. Stennett's going to round second. And she will slide into third with the one-out triple. Just a little bit of miscommunication out there between that left fielder and center fielder there, Chris.
Well, I think center field called it, but with the wind and everything else, it's probably hard to hear.
Yeah, again, like we said, the wind is blowing out here, as you can tell from the flag. That's a 3-hole hitter, number 14. This is Lily Dodson digs in. Runner in position to score as Stennett resides at third. There's the pitch. That clips that outside corner. You see Dodson kind of shaking her head. She agrees. And this is a big spot here for Dodson. First AB of the regular season here. You're at home. You already got Stennett hanging out at third. Let's put a ball in play and score a run. That one swung on, fouled straight back. So quickly, Dodson down in the count here, 0-2.
You know, and that was a good job by Stennett right there, because I'm pretty sure that was a changeup she just took to the fence.
Yes, yep. So Dodson will dig back in here. Down in the count, 0-2. 1 out away here, bottom half of the first. Leopardettes are threatening. Stennett hanging out at third. Garola with the 0-2. Swung on, high fly ball out towards right field. That's got some distance. Will it go? One hops into the wall. That'll score Stinnett from third. And Dotson is going to round second. No play at third. So Lily Dotson comes up clutch there. First RBI of the regular season. And just like that, Leopardette's on top 1-0 here.
You know, that's an ideal hit. You know, you got a runner in scoring position. You take everything right side. I mean, that speaks mounds for Lily Dotson being able to push that over.
So that'll bring up your 4-hole hitter. This is Kaylin Taylor. Dotson now residing at third. Garola with the pitch. It's Taylor, she thought about it. Able to keep from breaking the plane there. She did hold up.
It's hard to lay off those high ones.
I'm telling you, there's something about them, Chris. They look pleasing to the eye, and you think, I can take this thing out of here. And so that one just missed. So Taylor ahead in the count here, 2-0. Dotson's still over at third. Still just one out here, bottom half of the first. Leopardettes lead 1-0. Reached over there too short and off the hands. So Taylor will line out for the second out of the inning.
The next up to bat for the Leopardettes, your 5-hole hitter, number 24, Addie Dotson.
So that'll bring up your 5-hole hitter. This is Addie Dotson, little sister to Lily, who's out there on third. As Addie will dig in here. Garola with the pitch. Swung on, in off the hands there. The second baseman, can she make the play? Able to keep it in front of her and get it done, but the Leopardettes do get one across after the 1-out triple by Lily Dotson. We'll get ready to start the top half of the second inning coming up next. Leopardettes lead 1-0. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopardette Softball live on the Leopard Sports Network.
When the oilfield industry needs an honest, hard-working, and dependable electrical contractor, they signal for SOS. With a solid reputation for getting the job done, Michael Sherrock and his team are prepared to meet all of your industrial and commercial electrical needs. They're prepared to handle anything, from maintenance to automation and power line service. So remember to dial up SOS the next time you're in need of an industry-leading electrical contractor.
Back, everybody, as we get ready to start the top half of the second inning here. Leopardettes take the lead on a 1-out triple from Lily Dotson as that scores McLean Stinnett from third after she had the nice triple. Deep shot she put out there to center field, Chris, and then as you mentioned, Dotson able to kind of take it opposite field there, battle that one in. It was in on the hands, battle it off, and able to get Stinnett across. So Leopardettes lead here early, but I like what I see so far.
Yes, yeah, they, I mean, you want to win each inning.
Mm-hmm.
That always makes a good outcome.
Oh, yeah. There's Webb out there still getting loose, not quite ready to get the top half of this second underway. First up for the Lady Tigers will be number 11. This will be Camille Garola, followed by Addie Wolf and Phoenix Smith. Again, talk about what we got in store here tonight. This first game, obviously. Then there'll be another game here. It'll be Dibble going up against, I believe Lindsay will play they won't play back-to-back, will they? Lindsay will play
Yeah, we'll play the third game.
So, yeah, Ardmore is going to have to go back-to-back here, and then Dibble will have to turn around and go back-to-back as they'll square off against the Leopardettes later on this evening.
That's called home court advantage, folks.
Home court advantage. And that first pitch is swung on and missed as Webb just straight blew it by her so quickly. Webb ahead in the count.
With that wind coming in, you can see that ball break from back here.
Yeah. Webb to deal. And off the hands there, little blooper. Webb couldn't get to it. Taylor, that's a hard play to make. That ball had some kind of crazy spin on it. You seen Taylor, like she thought, okay, this thing's just going to bounce right to me. I'll let my momentum carry me to the bag and make a play there. Unable to do so as that thing actually spun left and spun away from her.
Looked like the dirt's pretty soft right there behind the mound, too.
Yeah. Nothing really the girls could do there. Just hit it in a spot that was hard to get to. Well, that'll bring up Addie Wolf here, as Ardmore does have one on the base pass now. That one fouled off to the right and out of play. McGowan not going to be able to get there. That one caroms off the top side of the dugout. Over at first, the pinch runner will be Zaylin Stubblefield for the Lady Tigers. So 0-1 here to Wolf. Stubblefield still over at first. Webb with the pitch. That one gets away from Stinnett. And Stubblefield wisely stays put. So Wolf digs back in. 1-1 to count to Wolf. The pitch. She lays down a bunt, and that'll be fouled right back to Stinnett. Around the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looks like they got a little bit of speed over there at first.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as that made contact with the bat, she was on her horse, and she got down to second in a hurry.
Yeah.
Even if it would have been out in front of the plate, I don't think Stinnett would have had a chance to have gotten her.
Nope, I don't think so. She'd had to go one.
Webb with the pitch, swung on and missed. 4th strikeout of the night here for Jaden Webb. That'll bring up number 22. This is Phoenix Smith. 1 out away here, top half of the second. Leopardettes still lead 1-0. Stubblefield still resides over at first. The pitch. That misses just outside. Good snag there by Stinnett. Again, be sure to tune in tomorrow night as the Leopardettes travel to Jones for a ball game up there. So we'll have all that action live here on the Leopard Sports Network for you. Here comes the 1-0. And no miss, just high. Make the count 2-0. Webb with the delivery. And that one misses high and away. So 3-0 the count here to Phoenix Smith. Let's see if Webb can dig deep here. A little double play here would be huge, Chris.
Absolutely.
Get you out of the inning here. And that one will miss high, so that'll put Smith aboard. She draws the walk. Stubblefield will advance over to second. And that'll bring up number 17, I believe that is. This will be Maya Harris.
Next up, number 17, Maya Harris.
You know, we got in a couple of scenarios like that this weekend, and a couple of small hits to the infield, and they took the lead runner every time. I like seeing that heads up ball.
Absolutely, yeah. So Webb to deal. And she lays down a bunt and whiffs on it for strike 1. Yeah, and if you think about it, that's something that is taught at a very young age, Chris, that, you know, try to get that lead runner, try to keep from allowing them runs to get across the plate. And it's, I shouldn't say funny, but for lack of a better term, it is kind of comical. These girls are in high school, and it's still that same mindset. Hey, let's eliminate that lead runner. There's no sense in allowing her to just hang out there,
Yes.
and we're working to get outs behind her. If you got an opportunity to set that lead runner back over on the bench, absolutely, go get her. So 1-1 count here. 1 out away, top half of the second. Lady Tigers do have runners on the base pass. Swung on and missed for strike 2 as Stinnett very nearly threw that one away. Good awareness out there by Reese. Head on a swivel. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. Harris will dig back in. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ringer up, set her down. 5th strikeout of the night.
And that's how you come back from that. That is absolutely what we want and what we want to see.
That'll bring up number 21, 8-hole hitter. This will be Kendall Meyer. Big boost here if the Leopardettes can get out of this inning without giving up a run. Obviously, you gave up the little bloop single there to lead things off. Then Webb gave up the walk, but if you can get out of this inning, no harm, no foul, you feel good about it as Webb throws that one by for strike 1. Webb with the pitch. Oh, good frame there by Stennett, but it just missed outside. Here comes the 1-1 from Webb. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
You know, that outside pitch right there. A lot of pitchers start realizing if a batter is swing hungry or not, and that's a good location to find out right there.
Absolutely. So here comes the 1-2, fouled straight back at us here. Yeah, and the swing from Meyer there wasn't. She didn't really take a big cut at it. I don't know if she was fooled a little bit or was expecting a different pitch or something, but didn't necessarily go after it like you'd expect. But it does make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Ringer up, set her down. Strikeout number 6 on the night for Jaden Webb. Leopardettes still lead. Ardmore leaves 2 runners stranded on the base pass. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopardette softball live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say go Leopards.
Welcome back, everybody, as we're about ready to get the bottom half of the second inning underway here. Set to lead things off for the Leopardettes will be Maddie McGowan. Leopardettes lead 1-0. McGowan digs in. Here comes the pitch from Garola. Little change up there. Good pitch from Garola for strike 1. And McGowan, she's another one of them. You mentioned patience earlier, Chris. This kid, she will stand up. She will make them pitchers work. It's her goal. She wants to see 4, 5, 6 pitches per AB.
Well, I think she got to 9 this weekend.
Are you serious?
9 pitches. I think Addie got her with 11.
Man. So 1-1 to count here to McGowan. As that one will miss high.
And see, that's good on her, trusting herself right there. I mean, that last one fell in.
Yep.
He called it a strike. She comes right back with it, and it's just a touch higher, and it's not.
So that 2-1 misses high. So McGowan's worked it to a 3-1 count here. Just underway here, bottom half of the second inning. Leopardettes lead 1-0 still. Garola with the 3-1. And that'll miss inside as McGowan trots down to first via the walk. That'll bring up Jaden Webb.
You know, I like seeing these batting gloves that some of these girls are wearing.
Yeah.
The work gloves.
Yeah, the old school leather, you know, what you might have used back in the day when you was hauling hay or something. Yeah, it's
Yes.
and we asked, so originally we first seen that Clayton Sanders broke them out last year during baseball season, our first year, you know, broadcasting. And we thought, what is he doing? And we finally got him on camera one night and asked him about it, and he said it's just a softer feel. He said they don't get near as stiff and crunchy as a traditional batting glove does. Hard hit ball down the third baseline from Webb, as that will advance McGowan over to second. Good piece of hitting there from Jaden. But yeah, what I was saying is I guess they stay a little fresher. They don't get quite as crusty. I'm
Yeah.
sure you remember this back in high school playing football. You know, I remember my receiver's gloves. We would wear them in practice, or really particularly on a Friday night, and come back Monday, and they were crunchy.
Yeah, you almost had to put water on them
Absolutely.
to put them back on.
Yeah, I said it. Absolutely. God. We got a little inside joke going here. We're trying to cut down on saying absolutely so many times during the broadcast, but
We'll try to get wonderful in there.
we can do it.
200 points for Chris Flood.
So reset here. We got runners at first and second.
I think we got number 11, Briley Wood, I think is at bat.
Yeah, I can't really see. Yeah, there it goes. You can see now.
It is.
It is 11, okay. Her ponytail was in the way momentarily, as that one is popped straight up. Big boom.
You know, I got to visit with Briley just a little bit this weekend, and she did a perfect delay steal on the pitcher. Pitcher turned away. As soon as her eyes were off of her, she was gone.
That's just heads up softball. I mean, you got to credit her. That's impressive. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Wood. And she's got runners at first and second. McGowan at second. We actually got a pinch runner over at first. That's Hallie Harris. She lays down the bunt. And they'll be able to get the runner over at first, but good job advancing the runners there from Wood. And yeah, that is Hallie Harris out there at second as she come in to pinch run for Jaden.
You know, and this is a part of the lineup that you start throwing some insane speed on the bases. Hallie Harris, 100-meter relay went to state. You got Brecken coming up. And then I'm pretty sure we're right back at the top of our lineup.
Yep. So that pitch to Klein misses well inside. Here comes the 1-0 from Garola. As that one misses just high for ball 2. Might have been a little bit outside also, Chris.
Well, some of his hand signals, I'm kind of nervous to say if it's a strike or a ball.
I hear you. That one swung on, little slow roller towards third. That will score a run, however. So you'll sacrifice the out to score another run. Leopardettes now lead 2-0. As Chris mentioned, that'll bring up Reese Flood, top of the lineup here for the Leopardettes, as Hallie Harris will now reside over at third base. The pitch from Garola, as that'll go over the top of Flood. The 1-0 to Flood. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Flood digs back in. The pitch. Swung on, in off the hands. Good snag out there by Coach Edwards in foul territory.
You know, I will say, this weekend, the only coach I saw fielding balls was ours.
Coach Edwards? Yeah.
Yep.
I believe it. So here comes the 1-2 to Flood. 2 outs away here. As she lets that one go, and it missed just high. Garola acted like she wanted that one. That'll bring it to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs away here, bottom half of 2. Leopardettes lead 2-0. Flood digs back in. Here comes the 2-2 from Garola. Swung on, high fly ball. That'll stay in the infield. Shortstop will settle under it for the 3rd out. But Leopardettes do get one more cross, take a 2-0 lead into the top half of the 3rd. Don't go anywhere. Ardmore Lady Tigers are due up next. You're watching Leopardette Softball live on the Leopard Sports Network.
When the oilfield industry needs an honest, hard-working, and dependable electrical contractor, they signal for SOS. With a solid reputation for getting the job done, Michael Sherrock and his team are prepared to meet all of your industrial and commercial electrical needs. They're prepared to handle anything, from maintenance to automation and power line service. So remember to dial up SOS the next time you're in need of an industry-leading electrical contractor.
Welcome back inside Bronk Jackson Field here on the campus of Lindsay High School. As the Leopardettes have a 2-0 lead now, getting ready to start the top half of the 3rd inning here. Pretty clutch softball out there. You've seen the bunt that advanced the runners, and then a couple little sacrifices, and Leopardettes able to get one more across. Just add another insurance run. It is only 2 runs, but any run that you can get across, as you said, if you can win that inning, that's always a positive.
It. Yeah. And with our pitching staff and the way pitching is increasing, it may be a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah.
You don't see the high scoring ball games like you used to anymore.
Right.
Unless you're OU.
Yeah.
And then you take 17 out the park.
You bet. Another thing, talk about this real quick. Here we are, top half of the 3rd inning, and then we are finally to the 9-hole hitter here for the Lady Tigers. This will be Cadence Coyle. Still the same starters in the infield. You got Dotson over at 3rd, Taylor at short. Obviously Webb still in the circle, Flood now or over at 2nd. As McGowan still resides at 1st, Stint still behind the plate. Outfield still the same. Dodson, Klein, and it's not Wood out there on the right.
That's Leslie Wilmot.
Yeah, Wilmot. That first pitch there from Webb misses. That was her 36th pitch of the afternoon, as that one sneaks inside, nearly gets her. So quickly, Coyle ahead in the count here, 2-0. So that one there from Webb will miss outside for ball 3. After Coyle here, that'll be back to the top of the lineup here for the Lady Tigers. As Coronado will stride in. Due up next. And that's something too, she's already seen Webb, she had a handful of pitches from her there that first at bat, so she might come to the plate with a different mindset, so might look for Ardmore to get a little bit more comfortable here.
Yeah, a little bit more aggressive coming back up to the plate.
As Coyle will draw that walk.
But the girls have been having, good communication. So I expect our defense to, not be sitting on their heels, be sitting on their toes here.
So Coronado digs in. As that one clipped the outside corner for strike 1.
Just as soon as I said that, you look over and see Lily Dotson slap her glove, and here she's already moving forward.
Yep. Swung on, hard hit ball over to Flood at second. She keeps it in front of her. Able to get the out at first. So 1 out away here. Good job there by Flood, just keeping that one in front of her. Took a little wild hop there. Got up a little bit higher on her than what she was probably expecting.
Well, I'm just, this is the hard part about being a dad and announcing.
Right.
You just, I mean, you're super proud of these girls, but sometimes you hope they'd do something a little different.
Yeah. And that one fouled straight back at us. She lays down a bunt.
I'll be honest, she can probably play better than I ever thought about playing.
Can you imagine all us old pot-belly dads out there playing?
Yeah. Pretty sure I'd blow something out just running to first.
Yeah. Tear something, yeah. Then not be able to go to work. That'd be the bad part. So 0-1 the count here. 1 out away. She lays down bunt again. This is a 2-hole hitter. This is Presley Caldwell here for the Lady Tigers.
You know, with 1 out, I'd see Ardmore here. They're trying to get that runner to 3.
Yes.
I'd expect that. Yeah, she's showing bunt, but I bet she goes right back to it.
Yep. Lays it down, and that one's fouled off. Caldwell digs back in. Our Lady Tigers trail 2-0 here. Top half of the 3rd inning. Webb up her pitch count mid-40s now. That one clips the inside corner, ringer up, set her down, strikeout number 7 on the night for Jaden Webb. 2 outs away.
You know, I don't think a lot of people understand a third baseman in softball. When they see that bat go flat and they start charging, sometimes they're only 10 feet away.
Oh, yeah. Webb goes high there, gets her to chase. It's a 3-hole hitter here for the Lady Tigers. Number 24, this is Delilah Roberts. So back-to-back innings, Webb has put them on the base pass via the walk. It didn't harm her the first go-around. And it's looking like she might be able to get out of this inning here, Chris. No harm, no foul also.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's come back, well, 0-1 count, and she's already faced this batter once. So maybe Edwards has got a little plan here.
There's the 0-2. Clips, nope. Misses just outside as Stinnett throws that one away. Taylor and Flood, they're getting a little workout out there, taking some ground balls.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah, keep them on their toes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, 2 outs away here. Top of 3. That one hit over towards Taylor at short. And Webb able to get out of the inning. No harm, no foul. Leopardettes still lead, headed to the bottom half of the 3rd by a score of 2-0. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopardette Softball live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say go Leopards.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Getting ready to start the bottom half of the third inning. Leopardettes still lead by a score of 2-0. As McLean Stennett will stride to the plate here for the Leopardettes. Garola still in the circle here for the Lady Tigers. And Chris, Garola hadn't thrown a bad game by any means.
No.
Leopardettes just had a couple of good pieces of hitting there by Stennett, who she led things off earlier with the triple, and then Dotson followed it up with a triple of her own. So
yeah, well, it looks like she's more of a off speed and a drop.
There's the pitch from Garola as Stennett lays down a bunt, and the third baseman bobbles it. And Stennett, even on a repaired knee, too much speed down that first baseline.
Yeah. I like to see this type of ball. I love small ball.
Small ball, yeah, yes.
And they saw her hit out to the fence a while ago and then come right back with a bunt.
Yeah.
They're not expecting that.
Right. You got to wonder if that was something that Coach Edwards obviously, thought, okay, same mindset that you just had right there. She took it out, deep to center field earlier. Let's go up there, slap down a bunt, put down a bunt, see what we can get done.
Yes.
As Dotson strides to the plate now. Stennett thought about taking off. She'll casually walk back over to first. 1-0 the count here to Dotson.
That's good reading the defense. She might have noticed that third baseman sitting back there,
Yeah.
bag deep.
And again, that's years and years and years of experience. So here's the 1-0 to Dotson. As that one will miss high. Stennett takes off. As she is in under the tag there. So Stennett with a stolen base. The 2-0. That'll miss inside for ball 3. That's a dangerous situation right here if you're Garola. 3-0 the count. If you want to try to get back into this count here, you got to throw something right down Broadway for Dotson to hit.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were going to hit her right there.
Yeah.
I was really crossing my fingers that it didn't touch her.
Yeah, give her an opportunity to put one out there in the football field parking lot. So here comes the 3-0. As that one will miss inside. So Dotson will trot down to first. That'll bring up the senior Kaylin Taylor.
I think a lot of those coaches, they remember Lily.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to keep that ball inside. They don't want it out there in the football parking lot.
Yeah. So Taylor dig in. Runners at first and second for the Leopardettes as that pitch will miss high and away for ball 1. Yeah, you mentioned batting gloves earlier. The actual leather gloves or just your regular batting gloves. Well, Kaylin, she don't even wear gloves. She's going old school.
Yeah.
That one hard hit down the third baseline, and that'll drift just foul.
Come up and swing like that, don't put gloves on.
Yeah. Well, Taylor will dig back in here. 1-1 to count. Leopardettes still lead 2-0, bottom half of 3. Garola with the pitch. And that'll miss high for ball 2. The 2-1. Little blooper over towards short. So that will retire Taylor. That'll bring up Addie Dotson.
Next up to bat for the Leopardettes, the 5-hole hitter, number 24, Addie Dotson.
Big spot here for a freshman, Chris.
Yes. and the way she's performed before, I expect something good here.
So that pitch will miss high.
She hasn't got nervous about the stage yet, so.
No. She is one of the most laid-back, calm, cool, collected kids you'll ever meet, I promise. Just, if she knows she's got a job to do, she's going to go out and get it done. If she rips that one down the third baseline, just foul. My goodness, that one was moving, partner.
Well, you know, having brothers and sisters, you know what I mean when I say there's a little bit of competitiveness there.
Oh, for sure. No doubt about it.
We got to ask her what it was like playing with Big Sis, and she said she enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, when we spoke with her last year after a couple of the junior varsity games, I mean, same thing, you know, you looking forward to it. And she lays off that one, misses high. You know, you're looking forward to playing with, Big Sister next year. And she said, oh, yeah. And like you just said, there's that competitive nature between them two girls. And I promise you, Dotson, or Addie's up there right now. She's saying, okay, Sis is over there at first. I'm going to do my darndest. I'm going to try to score both these runners.
Yes.
2 balls, 1 strike to count. 1 out away here. Dotson, that one will land just foul in off the hands. I'll make the count 2-2.
I expect this pitcher to stay with this off-speed stuff she's throwing.
Yeah.
She gave her a little speed and saw how hard she hit down third.
So here comes the 2-2 from Garola. Hole right over to short, and they will get the lead runner. Dotson will trot over to first safely, though. And that's what we talked about, Leopardettes, getting the lead runner. Ardmore did the same thing right there. That brings up Maddie McGowan. Big spot for her as well. Now 2 outs away, bottom 3. That pitch will miss high. Maddie will dig back in. The 1-0. High fly ball out towards the left. As the left fielder will settle under it for the 3rd out of the inning, Leopardettes leave 2 stranded, unable to get anybody across. Still lead 2-0, however, headed to the top half of the 4th. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopardette Softball live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ben Long, an agent with Oklahoma Healthcare Exchange. During this year's annual enrollment, we wanted you to know that you have a local solution for all your Medicare and health insurance needs. Our agents live and work throughout the entire great state of Oklahoma. Whether you're in Lindsay, Ardmore, Lawton, McAllister, or any of the major metropolitan areas. Give us a call to learn more at 855-786-8343. Again, that phone number is 855-786-8343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back, everybody. Getting ready to start the top half of the 4th inning. Leopardettes still lead 2-0. Jaden Webb will still be in the circle here for the Leopardettes. Don't think Coach Edwards has made any changes just yet to the lineup. Jake Rutledge alongside Chris Flood. Chris, this is one you really thought that last half of the inning there, Leopardettes might be able to get a couple more across and make this a 4-0 game, maybe even possibly 5-0, but is what it is. You got to give Garola credit. She battled back and able to get a couple of outs and get out of that inning. Still got a ball game on her hands.
Yeah. And I don't see Ardmore backing off any either. So, but I do like to see that we're still making contact with the pitches. They're just a little gapped out further than what we want. But I mean, we got some more ball to play. I'd expect it to come together pretty soon.
So set to lead things off here for the Ardmore Lady Tigers will be their pitcher. That'll be Camille Garola. As Jaden Webb, her pitch count, this next one will be her 50th of the night. She does have 7 strikeouts on the evening, however. And 50 pitches for Jaden Webb. That's not a big pitch count. So
No.
she don't look to be gassed or anything. That one fouled straight back. Might have clipped the chest, maybe even the face mask of Stinnett there behind the plate. See the umpire there giving her
a break.
Adequate time, yeah. And I'm sure Stinnett would return the favor, you know, if the catcher or the umpire took one off the face. So that one will miss high and inside. Make the count 1-1 to Garola.
You know, our girls, they'll be pretty respectful if a batter's hit or something like that. They'll go take a mound visit.
Yeah, you bet. So 1-1. That one hard hit into the gap. Let's see if Reese can make a play. Unbelievable. As McGowan wasn't quite able to stab it with her glove, but she had the whereabouts. Get back on the bag. She had Flood back there behind her. Flood able to gather it up and make the play over at first.
You know, that's something me and Robert both noticed this weekend. They're communicating this year early.
It's a good thing.
You're starting the season out. They're talking.
Well, and you see how deep Reese is there at second as well. I mean, that was one where if she's played up a little bit, McGowan obviously didn't get to that one. That one very easily could have ended up out there shallow right field.
Yes.
And Garola's standing there at first.
Yeah.
That first pitch there from Webb called strike one. As Addie Wolf digs back in here. The pitch swung on and missed for strike two.
You know, when you see your defense do a play like that, and you as a pitcher, you know, that lets you breathe just a little bit. Like
Sure.
they got my back, and I'll throw one in here.
Yeah. And, you know, credit to Webb, you know, it wasn't the hardest hit of balls, but, you know, just like you said, your first baseman, your second baseman, and McGowan and Flood out there, just that communication at an early stage. I mean, this is the first game of the regular season, and they knew, you know, McGowan, hey, I didn't get to it. I got to get my tail end back over to first because Reese is obviously quick enough to gather that thing up and make a play there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jaden's doing her job. I mean,
for sure.
You want to produce routine ground balls.
Yep. So 0-2 the count here, one out away. As that will clip the inside corner, ring her up, set her down. Strikeout number 8 on the night for Jaden Webb. That'll bring up number 22. This is the 6-hole hitter, Phoenix Smith for the Lady Tigers. So Webb will dig back in, approaching that 60 pitch count. Ooh, just missed inside or outside or inside.
That'll be inside. It's outside if it's a lefty.
Yeah. 1-0 the count to Smith. Base paths are empty. The pitch swung on and missed for strike one.
You know, and that's a pretty disciplined at bat for that batter right there. That ball was just about 2 inches over, and she knows the difference if it's a strike or it's not.
That's a good pitch there by Webb. Called strike two. Yeah, I mean, here we are, top half of the fourth. If you're a Lady Tiger fan, you gotta start, you know, thinking, okay, let's get the bat on the ball. That one, actually, that went off the top of the catcher's glove. I thought it might have got the into the bat, but not the case. Not that 2 runs is, you know, a big deficit by any means, but as well as you know, the defense is playing as good as Webb is pitching, she's going to be hard to get 3 runs on.
Yeah.
In these later half innings.
Well, you've had 4 innings to try to achieve that, and this is where you're setting.
So Webb will dig back in. 2-2 the count. 2 outs away. As that one will miss high and away for ball 3. So Smith will get to see the payoff pitch. comes the pitch. As that one will miss for ball 4. So Smith will trot down to first via the walk. That'll be Webb's. I believe that's her 3rd walk of the afternoon. So that'll bring up Maya Harris, the catcher.
Batting for the Tigers, number 17, Maya Harris.
Harris digs in. Webb with the pitch. Right down Broadway for strike 1.
You know, I hate to see a runner at 1, but it does give an opportunity for Stinnett to use her arm.
As that one, a little blooper down the first base line, drifts just foul. And about the time you said that, that's when Smith takes off.
Yes.
If that's one Stinnett could have gathered up, you might have seen a play over at second. But not the case, fouled away.
Sometimes if you're watching, you can see those girls dig in just a little bit. You know they're fixing to take off.
Yeah. Almost hunker down a little bit more than what they normally would and get into that quote-unquote runner stance. So Webb digs back in, ahead in the count here, 0-2, 2 outs away here. The pitch, swung on and missed, ringer up, set her down, strikeout number 9 on the night for Jaden Webb, as the Lady Tigers unable to get anything across that half of the inning. Getting ready to start the bottom half of the 4th after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopardette Softball live on the Leopard Sports Network.
When the oilfield industry needs an honest, hard-working, and dependable electrical contractor, they signal for SOS. With a solid reputation for getting the job done, Michael Sherrock and his team are prepared to meet all of your industrial and commercial electrical needs. They're prepared to handle anything, from maintenance to automation and power line service. So remember to dial up SOS the next time you're in need of an industry-leading electrical contractor.
Welcome back, everybody. Getting ready to start the bottom half of the 4th inning here. Leopardettes still clinging on to that 2-0 lead as they're getting ready to bat here. Garola's still going to be in the circle here for the Lady Tigers. Due up first for the Leopardettes will be Jaden Webb. She'll be first up here to lead things off. And like we talked about that last half inning, Chris, I mean, 2-0, the way Webb is pitching and the way your defense is performing behind you, that's a tough task. That's a tough ask for Ardmore. But right here, still yet, you would like to add a couple of insurance runs and maybe make this a 4-0 ball game.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely, and I think we saw it last inning. You know, getting 2 runners on, laying the bunts down, swapping over to a little small ball, and
yeah, just trying to figure out a way to get to Webb and wasn't able to do so.
Yes. You know, because 1 run at this point is tough.
Yeah. So as we mentioned, this will bring up Jaden Webb to lead things off. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Jake Rutledge alongside Chris Flood. First regular season game of the year here for the Leopardettes. As Chris mentioned earlier, they did play this past weekend in a little preseason tournament.
You know, and the rules have changed. I don't know if a lot of people know that. The way they used to play district games and stuff like that, now everything counts.
Yeah. So Webb digs in here as that pitch will miss high from Garola. Yeah, and another thing, I caught some of the little preseason pregame show that Brooks did the other night before the tournament started. Coach Edwards mentioned that you're basically, once it postseason starts, they almost adopted the college format.
Yes.
So that's going to be something different. You know, there's a good possibility, you know, if the Leopardettes have a good enough regular season record, they could be hosting a regional and a super regional or whatever the OSSAA is going to to call it.
Yeah. And that is the exact format. It's a regional and a super regional.
Okay. So 2-0 the count here. Is that one will miss high. 3-0 to Webb now. Yeah, so that's your goal, throughout the season. Hey, the better our record is, the better our opportunity is to host. And obviously, you've seen how, it paid dividends last year. Leopardettes get to host here, and punch their ticket. That was a lot of fun as Webb, she'll draw the leadoff walk here.
Yeah, and talking to the girls, the crowd was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
The intensity here.
It was crazy.
And you want that advantage when you're starting stuff like that.
Yep. And it's not like this place was just packed full of, Leopardette fans. I mean, Lexington, they come out of the woodwork that night. They had obviously the same thing on the line, for those girls.
Yes.
And, the stands over here to our left was packed. There was people standing. I mean, it was a raucous crowd. So. That's Hallie Harris.
She just needs about 3 steps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at her legs. She got long old legs. I mean, it's nothing for her just to take off stride. But like you said, with the long legs, she's fast. I mean,
yes,
she can boogie.
Got Briley Wood here at bat.
Yeah, Wood digs in here. The pitch. Hard hit ball over to short. Good discipline there by Harris, but now she takes off. We're going to have a play at third, not in time. Throws it away, and that'll score Harris from third. Good little bit of base running there. She knew, hey, I got to check this shortstop, make sure she ain't going to try to put a tag on me. As soon as she let it fly to first, Harris said, third base is mine. And then obviously the overthrow.
Yeah, and one mistake, you lose a base.
Yep. So Leopardettes now lead 3-0. There's one of the insurance runs we mentioned. That'll bring up Brecken Klein here. As Coach Kennedy going to make a change of some sort here.
Well, I think the third baseman might have twisted her ankle or something on that play right there.
Yeah, you see her kind of maybe just take a quick timeout here and let her walk it off. So definitely don't want to see anybody going down this early in the season.
No. And these girls, being a football player and always saying you're tough, I've seen these girls, 110 outside, beat up, and still got a smile on their face and playing.
So Klein will dig back in here.
I'm pretty sure she said, "Coach, I'm good."
Yeah, I'm all right. The pitch from Garola, that'll miss. High and away. Garola set to deal. There's that one right down Broadway there. I believe Klein was taking the whole way. 1-1 to count now to Klein. One out away here, bottom 4. High fly ball, little blooper over to short as she'll settle under it for the second out. So back to the top of the lineup, leadoff hitter, this is Reese Flood.
That off-speed drop, that's a hard ball to know to get down on.
Yeah. So Flood digs in. Here's the pitch from Garola. As that'll miss just high for ball 1. High fly ball out towards the left. Doesn't have enough. Back. That'll one hop off the wall as Flood will hold up at second with a 2-out double.
I think she was watching that one.
Yeah. No doubt about it. Hey, I'm with her. I thought she got enough of it. Left fielder, she kind of let up as well, but I think the left fielder thought she was approaching the wall back there. But hey, you'll take it. 2-out double there by the sophomore Reese Flood. And Reese, you know, she's one of them. She's got enough speed to her. You know, you put a ball just out into the outfield here from Stinnett. You like your chances for Flood to score.
Yes.
So Stinnett digs in here. The pitch, high fly ball out towards center. And nice play out there by the center fielder for the third out. Nice running catch there by that young lady. So Leopardettes do get one across. Now lead 3-0 as we'll go to the fifth inning here from Bronk Jackson Field. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopardette softball live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say go Leopards.
Welcome back, everybody. Getting ready to start the top half of the fifth inning. Leopardettes able to get one across there, increase their lead to 3-0. Jaden Webb still going to be in the circle here.
Yeah,
for the Leopardettes.
I don't see to change anything.
No.
I mean, you got 0 runs against you. You've put a few on base, but you've come out of it each time.
And honestly, Chris, I mean, it's not like, you know, Webb has had the ball just absolutely hit super hard off of her.
No.
It was a little blooper that actually got down. Then I believe the other one was a bunt. She does have 3 walks on the night, I believe, but she's made up in that department with 9 Ks. So
yes,
yeah, I mean, you keep riding Webb here. Let her hopefully go the entire game and pitch a shutout to start the season off. Couldn't ask for a better start.
And these girls have been, like you said earlier, she's been playing all summer.
Yeah.
She's used to the heat.
Yeah,
right now we're running, 80 degrees with a nice breeze?
Yeah.
So she's probably still feeling pretty good.
That brings up 8-hole hitter number 21. This will be Kendall Meyer here for the Lady Tigers.
And 200 extra points for Chris. 80 degrees with a light breeze. Poet and didn't know it.
That first pitch there from Webb misses for ball 1.
It's just spectacular, Robert. Spectacular.
The 1-0. That'll clip the outside corner. Good job framing that one up there from Stinnett.
Chris, you're up to 400 points so far.
1-1 the count. Swung on, fouled straight back. So Meyer digs back in. The 1-2 swung on and fouled straight over the top again. Chris, if Meyer can catch up with Webb.
Well, that straight foul back, that is good timing. You're just off on the ball. So,
yeah, obviously, coming back over the top of it, she's just clipping the underside of the ball there.
Yes. Being a pitcher, you hate to see that straight foul back.
That one, again, as some of the zip ties are starting to come loose here on the netting.
I expect Jaden to go with a good chase pitch here pretty quick.
Yeah,
she's swinging the stick.
Yeah, and you're ahead in the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like you said, see if you can get her to chase something high here. That one just tipped.
There's that moment where that blue's giving it back to Stinnett.
Absolutely, yeah. She
That
took
hit
that one.
right in the dirt, jumped right up, hit her right in the back of the thigh.
The pitch, and that one will be in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here for the Lady Tigers. Top half of the 5th inning. Leopardettes still lead 3-0. Here comes the 2-2 from Webb. As that one is well outside for ball 3. Webb with the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled away.
This is a good battle right here between pitcher and batter.
Yeah, I was going to mention that before that last pitch there. Meyer, she's seen a ton of pitches this at bat, so it wouldn't surprise me if she did end up putting something in play, but then again, it wouldn't surprise me if Webb just sets her down. As neither of those happen, so Webb will give up her 4th walk of the evening. I'll put Meyer over at first now. Bring up 9-hole hitter.
You know,
Coyle.
Nobody likes to see a walk,
Right.
but, you know, that gave them no momentum.
No.
If she gets a deep hit, that gives them some momentum to move forward.
Yeah,
So I'll take that walk.
Yeah, your next batter, you know, if the previous batter, like you said, did put one out there, you know, next one comes up thinking, okay, well, she got to her. Well, you know, I'm fixing to get to her as well. But
yes,
not the case. Like you said, just take the walk. And obviously, you'd want something on the ground here if you could turn a quick double play. That's the ideal situation.
Yeah.
As Webb digs in here, 1-0 the count. As that one will miss high and inside for ball 2. So Cool digs back in here. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Webb with the 2-0. Swung on and missed for strike 1. As Webb, her pitch count up to 77 pitches now. As that one will miss. Stinnett couldn't corral it. A runner will advance over to second. Brings the count 3 balls, 1 strike. Still no outs here. Top half of the 5th inning. Took away the opportunity for the routine double play. Webb digs in, 3-1. As that one miss outside, so back-to-back walks from Webb, and that'll call Coach Edwards out of the dugout. So he'll have a word with her. There might be a pitching change as you see Maddie McGowan trotting off of first. So McGowan might come in to relieve here. So we'll take us a quick break here. Believe McGowan is going to come in to pitch and allow her to get warm here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopardette Softball live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ben Long, an agent with Oklahoma Healthcare Exchange. During this year's annual enrollment, we wanted you to know that you have a local solution for all your Medicare and health insurance needs. Our agents live and work throughout the entire great state of Oklahoma. Whether you're in Lindsay, Ardmore, Lawton, McAllister, or any of the major metropolitan areas. Give us a call to learn more at 855-786-8343. Again, that phone number is 855-786-8343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
When the oilfield industry needs an honest, hard-working, and dependable electrical contractor, they signal for SOS. With a solid reputation for getting the job done, Michael Sherrock and his team are prepared to meet all of your industrial and commercial electrical needs. They're prepared to handle anything, from maintenance to automation and power line service. So remember to dial up SOS the next time you're in need of an industry-leading electrical contractor.
Welcome back, everybody, inside Bronk Jackson Stadium here on the campus of Lindsay High School, where Jaden Webb will exit after running her pitch count up to 80. She does leave with 9 strikeouts. She had 5 walks on the evening, Chris. And like we were talking off air there, no need to run her pitch count up any higher. We talked about it in the the abbreviated pregame we had. You have enough pitchers on your on your staff here. Set Webb down. Bring in Maddie McGowan, let her throw a few pitches here, see if she can get out of this jam, move on.
Yeah.
So McGowan's first pitch misses just, did he call that a strike?
I don't know.
I'm with you, man.
It looked like a strike.
His hand signals sometimes, you don't get a good feel for it. That brings in the leadoff hitter here for the Lady Tigers. This is Coronado. That one will miss low. Good dig there by Stinnett.
I'd expect Edwards to be real aggressive with the strike zone here.
That one clips the inside corner. Called strike. Coronado did a little jig there. She didn't necessarily agree with that call. I believe the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. So that one will miss inside. Once again, good dig there by Stinnett. Keeps that one in front of her. McGowan needs to make an adjustment out there.
Yeah, you had it right. 3-1 count now.
So 3-1 here. The pitch, that'll miss. So that is going to load the bases here for the Lady Tigers. And Chris, with no outs, this one just got interesting, partner.
Yeah.
Still a lot of work to be done, however, if you're Ardmore. But
yeah. If your defense right now, you let the runner on 3 go.
Right. Limit the damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it's a soft hit ball, I'd shoot for.
Yeah.
But if it's up the middle, roll the double.
Yeah.
Take the run.
So McGowan digs in here. It's the pitch. As that'll clip the outside corner for strike 1.
Or you can just show up and start striking them out.
That's a 2-hole hitter here for the Lady Tigers. This is Presley Caldwell. That one. Good pitch there from McGowan for strike 2. Need to mention Jaden Webb now resides over at first base. McGowan. As that one is slapped down the right field line and out of play.
Guys, that's one of the beautiful parts about this Leopardette squad. You got Coach Edwards is deep with pitchers, and they're all very versatile in the field.
Yeah. Well, you got a pitcher at third base, a pitcher at second base, a pitcher at first base, one pitching.
That one fouled straight off to the right and out of play.
And that's a hard thing on Maddie. She warmed up before the game, but then she goes and plays at first for 5 innings.
Yeah.
Comes out, Unc gives her 5 pitches to be warm.
Yeah.
That.
And it's a different kind of warm. I mean, yeah, Maddie was out there at first, but her pitching arm wasn't quite warm. I mean, you hadn't seen her have to make a throw from first or anything crazy like that. Everything she's had to do is just either tag the bag or catch the ball there at first. So
yeah, and that's all overhand, not underhand.
Yeah, that's a good point. As you see the one and only Eric Dotson cruising around out there in center field. Wonder if he's watching Brooks. I mean, he's obviously driving.
Looks like he's waving at you, Jake.
He's driving right now, but as that one's spooled off out of play. So good job here by Caldwell as she fell behind in the count 0-2 real quick, but she's done a good job battling here. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now as she spooled 3 in a row back off to the right side. So McGowan will dig in. Base paths are full. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. As the base there, first base is occupied, so that runner cannot advance.
You know, that's always hard as a batter. They
Well,
train you to take off.
It's instinct, yeah, no doubt. So McGowan gets the first out of the inning here, top half of the 5th. Lady Tigers unable to get anything across so far, as that one's straight back behind us here and out of play. It's a 3-hole hitter. This is number 24. This is Delilah Roberts. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Clips the outside corner, called strike 3. Ringer up, set her down. That's Maddie McGowan's first strikeout of the night, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
And that's exactly what you want Maddie to come in and do. You know, I'll give her the 1 runner.
Yeah.
You know, that's a warm-up.
Yeah.
So
ultimately, yeah, she was still, trying to get loose. So,
produce a ground ball here or strike out, be excellent.
That brings up Garola as she spools that one back off to the backside here and out of play. And 2, think about it. They put Maddie in a pretty good pickle there, pretty good jam. She came in with 2 on, nobody out in a 3-0 ball game.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, she the leadoff walk, and all of a sudden, she's 6 pitches in. As that one swung on and missed. She's 6 pitches in, and she's got, the bases are full.
Yeah.
So credit Maddie right now just for digging deep, going and getting back-to-back batters there, and working on getting the 3rd out. As Garola digs back in. 2 outs away here, top half of the 5th. The pitch, that'll miss high. Good grab there by Stinnett.
Ahead in the count for Maddie right now, I wouldn't put anything anywhere close.
Like that right there. Swung on and missed. Ringer up, set her down. Strikeout number 2 on the night, and that one comes at a critical moment. Leopardette's able to get out of the inning. No harm, no foul. They're going to win this one by a final of 3-0 over the Ardmore Lady Tigers. But Chris, credit Ardmore. They made it pretty interesting right there.
Yes, they did. You come in late right there in the ball game, put 2 on. 1 big hit changes that real quick.
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but 1 swing of the bat, that could have been a 4-3 ball game all of a sudden. But not the case as Maddie McGowan comes in, gets out of the jam. Leopardettes win this one by a final of 3-0. Don't go away. We're going to try to gather up a couple of girls here, get us a couple of interviews. Not sure who we're going to talk to, but stick around. We'll have a couple of them here. You've been watching Leopardette Softball live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say go Leopards.
Hi, I'm Ben Long, an agent with Oklahoma Healthcare Exchange. During this year's annual enrollment, we wanted you to know that you have a local solution for all your Medicare and health insurance needs. Our agents live and work throughout the entire great state of Oklahoma. Whether you're in Lindsay, Ardmore, Lawton, McAllister, or any of the major metropolitan areas. Give us a call to learn more at 855-786-8343. Again, that phone number is 855-786-8343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bronk Jackson Field here on the campus of Lindsay High School, where I got Jaden Webb and Maddie McGowan here, and girls able to get the job done, end up winning that one by a score of 3-0. And Jaden, I want to start with you. You go 4 innings, 4 scoreless. Had, I believe, 9 strikeouts. You did issue 4 walks, I believe it was. But, I mean, just talk about your pitching out there. I mean, did you feel like you were kind of, in a zone? Nothing that they hit was really hit hard. Girls behind you were able to make plays when, when you needed it. So just talk about how you felt out there.
I felt like I could trust my defense out there a lot. But then when I walked him, I got really down on myself, and I was just like, no.
Well, that's what me and Chris talked about too, Jaden. It's one of those deals. You did issue a few walks, and obviously as a pitcher, ideal situation, you'd like to have 9 Ks or 8 Ks, whatever it was, and 0 walks. But you got to credit Ardmore. They were able to to get to you a couple of times, run your pitch count up, and you were just. It's not like you were missing terribly. You just missed, a couple here and there.
Yeah.
Like I said, you did go 4 full innings, 4 scoreless innings. Then kind of got in a jam there. You issued back-to-back walks with no outs. And then, Maddie, I'm going to jump to you. They bring you in, and, I mean, for lack of, a better term, you were put in a bind, honestly. That nobody's out. You got 2 runners on the base paths. You were only given, 4 or 5 pitches to get warm, So, I mean, that's a tough spot for you. Just talk about that.
My first batter was rough. I mean, I hadn't pitched in like an hour because I didn't pitch till before the game, and so that was a little rough. But once I got settled in, it went good.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, that first one, you issued the walk, and all of a sudden, bases are loaded. Things are starting to clamp down, might have got a little bit of, pressure on you, but you were able to dig through it. You grinded it out, get out of the inning there. You get get your 3 outs. Didn't give up any kind of run or anything like that. And again, trust that defense behind you, right? I mean, the ones that were put in play, it was easy plays, and next thing you know, all of a sudden there's your 3rd out, and you ladies are on to 1-0 to start the season. So good job, congrats. Again, we've got a game coming up right now. We got Dibble and Ardmore fixing to square off here, and then you girls will take on Dibble, the nightcap, to wrap things up. But in the meantime, rest up, get you some nachos or something, and good job. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, you've been watching Leopardettes softball live right here on the Leopard Sports Network.
When the oilfield industry needs an honest, hard-working, and dependable electrical contractor, they signal for SOS. With a solid reputation for getting the job done, Michael Sherrock and his team are prepared to meet all of your industrial and commercial electrical needs. They're prepared to handle anything, from maintenance to automation and power line service. So remember to dial up SOS the next time you're in need of an industry-leading electrical contractor.